So hi out there in FlossTube land, this is Tina Frazier coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. Today is Sunday, November 29th at approximately 8:10 p.m. give or take. And I'm coming to you today with a new FlossTube video. It's been a couple of weeks since I've chimed in, and we just got done celebrating the Thanksgiving holiday here in the United States. So if you're new here, you have reached my channel where I talk about cross stitch and diamond painting and ghost hunting and just whatever else happens to come into my life, including other crafts that I may do and just stuff in general, some stuff that I'm into recently and some stuff that I've been working on. So if you're new to the channel, I welcome you to the channel. Hopefully you can find something here that interests you and that enables you to either pick up something new or continue working on some of your old projects and get them completed. If you're returning, thank you very much. I hope again that you find something in this video that you like, and hopefully if you're new or returning but you have not subscribed, I encourage you to click the subscription button below and click the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload new content. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much and welcome back. It's good to see you. It's always good to see my friends here. So it's been a couple weeks since I have last talked to you at any length about my stitching stuff. So I am here in my craft room. This is the room that my mom and I have set up. Sorry about my camera going in and out. But in my craft room, my mom and I have gotten some of our furniture in. We have put the furniture together and we're starting to set it up. So I figured I would come to you today from the craft room again and to show you some of the fun stuff. So I am going to kind of step away, pick up my camera, and kind of walk you around the room a little bit. So I'm sorry if you're gonna get motion sick, but this is about the only way that I really know how to do this. So here in a bit, I'm going to take you on a small tour of the craft room with the new furniture that we got. Today's video, a couple of things though really quick. Two things that I'm really into recently. Those of you that watched my videos last year know that one of the things that I was really excited for and that I tried was cinnamon Coke. Well, guess what, people? Cinnamon Coke is back. I don't get paid. It's just a little plug. Cinnamon Coke is back, and I'm really excited for it. One of the other things that I don't get paid for and I'm really into is about 2 or 3 months ago, my husband and I, we were shopping at Five Below, and I noticed that they had a large collection of Big League Chew gum flavors that I hadn't seen. So I picked up kind of one of every flavor they had, which meant I came home with about 5 packs of Big League Chew gum. So, you know, I've been kind of chewing on it during work and stuff, working from home, and it's become my favorite gum so far right now for this year. And we went to another Five Below tonight because we had to return a dog sweater that we had gotten for a dog that was just slightly too tight. And I decided to look around a little bit, and lo and behold, I found another flavor of Big League Chew. So one of the new recent things that I'm all into is Big League Chew gum. This is Big League Chew gum. It comes in a pouch and it's shredded bubble gum. Shredded. So the new flavor I found tonight, you guys, look at that. Hot chocolate. Not exactly sure how I'm gonna like chocolate flavored bubblegum, but there you go, you guys. Big League Chew hot chocolate. So I'm gonna open this probably later this week after I finish the pouch that I'm on and give it a try. So back when I was growing up, there was this gum company that put out this fudge bubblegum. I don't know if you guys remember that. I think it was like in the late 70s, very early 80s. It was fudge bubblegum, and it was really fudge. If you remember Bubble Yum, the Bubble Yum squares that you can get, It was kind of that same sort of style of gum, and it was fudge, and it was brown, and it was like dark brown and kind of icky looking, but it tasted pretty good considering it was fudge gum. But I'm kind of excited to try Big League Chew hot chocolate bubble gum. So yeah, I've been into Big League Chew and cinnamon Coke. But so because I was outside and it's cold, we're supposed to get a snowstorm starting tomorrow night, you guys. They're expecting between tomorrow and Wednesday, Columbus area to get 3 to 5 inches of snow. So it's going to be our first snowfall of the winter season. And my cup is coming, my video today is coming to you a la red rose tea, which is what's in my cup, in my Hello Kitty Loot Crate special mug. So it's all the Hello Kitty things, and if you've watched my channel any length of time, you know that I really like Hello Kitty. So this is in my Hello Kitty winter mug. I had to go mulch some leaves before I started the video, and it's pretty cold outside and it's dark, so I had my gloves on and stuff, and I came in and I was kind of cold, so I brewed some hot tea to bring you the video. All right. So today's video, we're going to have some plans, some Stitchy updates, talk about some of the groups, some of the stitching challenge groups that I'm in and the plans coming up for that, and just generally plans that I have for 2021, because I've started getting into kind of my plan for stitching for 2021. And I'm also going to talk about planning in a planner, and something that I've had in my stash for a while in regards to planning that I'm not sure I'm going to use just yet or how I'm going to utilize it, but I do have something specific to cross stitch for planning that I may or may not utilize. I haven't decided 100% yet. It really kind of depends on how I feel when my actual planner gets here that I ordered a week ago. So hopefully this week my new 2021 planner will be here and I can kind of get ready and go plan my 2021. So that kind of leads me to the first thing off the bat. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour of the room right now. So bear with me as I stand up, pick up the camera, and kind of walk you around a little bit. Don't have very much reach for this camera, and sorry the camera's going in and out of focus, but I'm gonna turn everything for you. And not sorry that I need to kind of turn this a little bit. So we're gonna come over here. Don't have very much reach, so you can see that is my stitching spot. So our desk here is the Norden, and sorry about the cord, is the Norden desk from IKEA. So each side you can see folds down, so it becomes this very narrow middle part right here. But this is the Norden desk. My mom and I picked this out from IKEA because it would give her a side to work on and me a side to work on. You can obviously see what side's mine. So this is that. I'm actually standing near the door to my craft room. So off over here is the closet. You can see we put in shelves in the closet. The stuff you see there is all my stuff. It's only on half the closet. Mom hasn't organized any of her stuff yet. So most of the stuff on that side of the room is all my stuff. Yes, that's some of my craft stuff, some frames. I got this floor frame from a lady at the Cross Stitch, my local needlework shop, Cross My Heart. She was getting rid of her floor stand, and I went ahead and got it from her, along with those scroll frames that you can see kind of propped up back there. I have a plan for the floor stand to make it so I can work in here on diamond paintings and cross stitch pieces, much like the other floor stand that I use all the time. But anyway, so over there is just a storage unit that I've had for a little while. I had that at the old house. It was in the living room. It had video game stuff in it, but I put it in here for craft stuff. And then that organizer, the little 4-shelf paper organizer thing with the trophy on top of it, is the one thing that used to sit next to me on the end table in the living room at the old house. You can see I'm still trying to organize some things. There's just stuff thrown in. And then if you come around over here, so you can see this plastic bin right here is my bin of whips. Those are works in progress that I have going. And you can see on the scroll frame just behind it, on the green fabric, there's actually 2 scroll frames back there, kind of resting in the lid. One of them is Santa of the Forest. The other one is the South Seas Mermaid. My cat Char decided she wanted to come in. Hi, Char. Hi, Char. Say hi, Char. Meow. Her full name is Charmander. I don't know if you can tell, but the tip of her tail is orange tabby. So we've called her Charmander as the Pokemon because it looks like her tail's on fire. And she's very curious. She's kind of young. She's one of the younger 2 of the 3 cats that we have. Anyway, so coming kind of back over here, it's just more of my stuff in there. The plastic thing with drawers is a kind of a storage thing that I had at my other house. Okay, so now I'm going to turn around here. You can see the desk. So I will come around this other side of the desk. So this is the Calyx storage unit from IKEA. I'm sorry about the light glare. Let's see if I can turn this down. I'll just do that. So that is the IKEA Calyx storage unit. We got the 3x4 storage unit. The right 6 cubicles on the right side are mine with the purple bins and the books, and the left 6 cubicles are Mom's. And here's Mom's yarn stash, including the drawers behind. Hey, get down, Char. And then this right here is my Light Bright, my old 1970s Light Bright vintage. I did a little thing with it here. It says keep calm and craft on. I'm looking for Light Bright patterns that I can download that have different letter fonts and stuff on them. So this was just free-handed, but I'm looking for letter fonts. So if you know of any, or know of any patterns that I can download or print for Light Bright, just let me know. So anyway, there is the Calyx storage unit, and there is the hallway. There's Char again. Hi, Char. And then both Mom and I have the same desk chair. I can't pronounce the desk chair. It starts with an H. But we have 2 desk chairs like that. There's Mom's desk chair, and then there's the hallway. And then here's the closet again. So, turn you back around. Set you back down. Sorry about the camera. Sorry, you guys. There we go. All right, let me make sure the camera is set up. There we go. All right. So, anyway, that is the craft room. We're kind of getting it organized and getting it set up. And I'm really looking forward to bringing you more videos from in here. There we go. All right, sorry about... I'm going to go ahead and move the camera around again. Sorry about that, you guys. Just trying to get it so the shadow of the camera is not showing up on film. There we go. All right. So I hope you enjoyed the I hope you enjoyed the little tour of our craft room that is coming together. All right, hold on just a minute. I'm going to pause, and I'll be right back. I know that didn't seem like a little bit, but I took a little quick break to kind of gather my thoughts. So I had alluded to the fact that I was going to talk in this video about some plans that I have for 2021, and that I was looking at planner system, so to speak, for ways to track my stitching. And about a year or so ago, maybe more, maybe less, I don't remember exactly, Dimensions and Simplicity came up. I think this came out in 2018, actually, based on the calendar in the book. But back in 2018, Dimensions and Simplicity, to kind of correlate cross-stitching with everybody that liked to do memory planning using the Happy Planner by Me and My Big Ideas or Erin Condren and whatnot, came out with a disc-bound cross-stitch planner. Yep, it's a disc-bound cross-stitch planner. And this is from Simplicity and Dimensions. I don't know if this planner is even available, but I found this at Half Price Books. It was only $8 when I bought it. I think it normally retailed for $20 or $30 at the craft store. I first saw it in a Hobby Lobby. It was in the cross-stitch section, and I didn't pick it up because I don't use the disc-bound planner system like Me and My Big Ideas Happy Planner or Erin Condren and the like. I tend not to use those because the one planner that I do use is the Passion Planner. Now, I've been using the Passion Planner since I kickstarted them. The first year they were on Kickstarter, and I've kind of really enjoyed it. It's just kind of a softbound book, and it's in a weekly format, and this is the medium size. They have 3 sizes. They have a compact, medium, and classic. Classic is the normal 8.5 by 11. This is in between that, and then they have a small size, which is basically half of 8.5 by 11. So anyway, I switched over to the Passion Planner because I was using a Franklin Covey planner, and those got kind of expensive, and I wasn't utilizing it fully. Work sent me to the Franklin Covey training for that many, many years ago, like 20 some years ago. And work no longer supports the Franklin Covey planner system because they wanted everybody to go digital. So, we used to get discounts on the planner refills and stuff every year. And that was great because there was a Franklin Covey store here in Columbus that I could go get the refills and stuff for, and I really liked it. Well, the store has since shut down because everybody's moving to digital, but I still like my paper planner with the Passion Planner, and I add washi tape and stickers and coordinate the colors every week. But I do track cross stitch things in here. So this is, I'm not sure what month this is from. Oh, this is from July, and you can see down in July I was tracking what I was stitching for various groups, like the minutes I stitched, what challenge groups I was stitching for, right here. The different projects I was working on. So I try and track it. Also in the back of the planner, there are blank note pages and dot gridded note pages for you to utilize that you can make anything. So in the back, this year, I had an Excel spreadsheet that I listed the new purchases that I had throughout the year. Then I listed the WIPs and the month I worked on them, including the stitches, although you can see I'm actually very, very behind in filling it out. So there's some WIPs. These are the WIPs that I was working on this year. I've been wanting to keep track of how many stitches I put in it, just so I know at the end of the year. Here's some more WIPs that I had going on for this year. And I kind of didn't add to it. We'll get into WIPs in a little bit. Here is my 2020 WIPGO bingo board for stitching. Then I also have a tracker sheet for diamond paintings, like where I purchased them, when I started them, and stuff like that. Just some notes about them. So I do keep track of diamond paintings in here as well. you know, some of the other stuff I keep in here, not related to stitching, but could be. I have a bookshelf where I was intending to keep tracks of the books I read. So I have a bookshelf, but as you can see, there's only 3 books on my bookshelves. Yeah, I didn't really keep track very well of my books. I also didn't read nearly as much as I wanted to. One of the other things I track, my husband and I really like to play board games, and on a typical year, we used to go to the Columbus area board game society meetings once or twice a month, and I used to keep track of 10 board games I wanted to play 10 times in a year. Well, this is my list. You can see there's only 3 on the list. And I think I've played the top one, Ticket to Ride, maybe 3 times this year. Bunny Kingdom once or twice. So I'm sorely lacking on my 10 by 10 board games. But anyway, that's one of the things that I've been tracking in my passion planners. So I dug this out to kind of take a look at it to see if it was formatted for me to be able to use it. This is really nice. It's a nice little planner because they give you like a little plastic pocket page and a couple of other little pockets and stuff. This planner belongs to sheet, and then they give you a reference section, which kind of goes over different cross stitch things. And the other nice thing is too, this one is an undated planner. But it's undated, so like the months are blank. This is for January. The months are blank, so you can add them. And then it goes into the weekly setup. It's 2 pages per week, so you can fill in the different things that are going on in your life for the week. One of the other things this does too is they have a projects section, which you can list your works in progress and your projects as well, the little project sheets that you can mark down information like the fabric you're stitching on, where you bought it, when you started, different changes you've made to flosses or fabric. And then on the back of the pages, there's graph paper. There's graph paper. So if you wanted to, you could graph some stuff. Then they also have inventory, which they have a DMC checklist in here, but it's outdated now. It doesn't have the new 35 colors in it. You can also track thread swatches. It gives you a place so you can make thread swatches. And it also gives you a place you can make fabric swatches for the fabrics in your thing. And the really nice thing though is this planner comes with 12 cross stitch patterns. The beginning of the month, every month, there is a cross stitch pattern. So this January is the snowflake. They give you the cross stitch pattern for it. February's is this love banner. March are these emojis. April, sprung. May is my favorite. It's also on the cover. This is May's. Look at that cat, you guys. That cat is just amazing. So for $8, I got 12 really neat kind of Christmassy things. December's is also really kind of cute in here. I believe these are Doreen Jones, but I'm not entirely sure. I think the cat belongs to somebody. I'm not exactly sure who designed the cat, but it looks very familiar to me. But I think these are Doreen Jones. They look very much like Doreen Jones. The one drawback is I don't know if this planner is even still available. You may want to do Simplicity Dimensions Cross Stitch Planner. You may want to Google it to see if you can get it. But I had considered possibly using this for keeping track of my cross stitch stuff because, this might be something that I might want to get into, but I haven't 100% decided that I'm going to use this or not. I'm kind of leaning towards not using it for 2021 and just kind of figuring it out what kind of things I'd like to put in here. But I do like the fact that I do have a disc-bound planner system now that I can add to and subtract from and everything like that. So this year, what I did is I have this 3-ring binder here. And my 3-ring binder has kind of sort of become my cross stitch Bible. So you open it up, and I just have these tabs in here with all these different things. So the first part is some of my stitching challenges tabs. Like I have my WIPGO board in here. These are the year-longs. The front part is the year-long. So there is my WIPGO board again. So I had 2 copies of that. It's just different groups have different things. Some of the year-long challenges for some of the Facebook groups, all the documentation comes in here. Like this is for Stitch Talkade. They did it like an around the world stitch along, where you would stitch country to country to country in those stitches based on the mileage between home or between the cities. And then I go into just different things. And I go into the months. So in the monthly tabs, so you can see the monthly tabs. So in January, I have the 24 hours of cross stitch calendar. This is a way you can track. You can go to the 24 hours of cross stitch Facebook group to get these. They are also releasing, the person that created the group is also releasing a 2021 24 hours of cross stitch planner that you can buy. It's on our Etsy shop. If you go to the 24 hours of cross stitch Facebook group, you can find the 24 hours of cross stitch 2021 planner. It is out now. It just released this week. And the nice thing about the planner is for next year, you will have the calendars and all the acrostics ahead of time. Otherwise, if you're just a member of the group, you have to wait until the last day of the month to find out what the acrostic is for the next month. So January's acrostic was Ready, Set, XS for Ready, Set, Stitch. So I have that in here as well, the acrostics, and any other things going on for January specific. You know, different challenges and stuff that go on in here. When it gets back to November and December, like here is October's magazine monthly challenge group acrostic and stuff. So I just have all my stuff kind of organized in this 3-ring binder. I haven't decided. I think I'm just gonna kind of stick to this system. Along with my passion planner to kind of keep track of my stitching progress throughout 2021. So that being said, there's lots of things coming up. So before I get to things coming up though, I would like to just kind of update you. So some of you know that Little House and Country Cottage Needleworks, they have quite a few village pieces where they have a middle, they release them in sets. They are doing a stitch along now. It's called their Village Stitch Along on the Little House and Country Cottage Needleworks Facebook group. And they are doing a village stitch along. So you can do any of the village series from Little House Needleworks and Country Cottage Needleworks. So for the stitch along, the one that I'm doing is I'm doing Snow Village. There we go. I have all of the patterns for Snow Village. And this started November 1st. And I got started, shoot, I don't even know when I started. I want to say the 3rd. I started that first weekend in November. And because of the Crystal Academy Facebook Challenge group, this week, I actually got quite a bit done on it because we were in what's called a rumble with another dorm. So I had to, kind of do a lot of stitching. So I'm going to turn this over this way a little bit more so you can kind of see. All right. So I'm actually almost done with the middle banner. So I have to finish all the stuff on the snowman. I have to add the color into the banner with the heart and the letters. I have to do the trees over here and add a few more snowflakes in here. And then I have to do some of the back stitching for the banner and stuff. But for all intents and purposes, that is complete, or mostly complete. And I'm basically using all the called for floss. And I don't remember off the top of my head what this fabric is called. It's kind of a mottled gray, but it's from Picture This Plus, and I can't remember the fabric. So there you go. Snow Village. So this is basically all the stitching I've been doing, except for the model stitch that I'm doing for a friend of mine here in Columbus. She asked me to stitch something for her because her with her health the way it is, you know, she's just dealing with some issues right now, and she can't quite get the stitching done. So she asked me to step in and stitch for her. So that's what I've been doing. So anyway, that's one of the things that I had wanted to start this month was the Little House and Country Cottage Needleworks Village Stitch Along. I'm doing the Snow Village by Country Cottage Needleworks. So that being said, for things that I had planned on starting this month, it's the 29th of the month, haven't started them yet, but these were planned starts for the month of November. So one of them was Glendon Place Pumpkin Swirl. Glendon Place Pumpkin Swirl. I do have the floss and the fabric for this. We have all the flosses, Dinky Dyes. I am doing them in Dinky Dyes, and the color that I'm using is Picture This Plus Murmur. This is 28 count Lugana. It's an 18 by 27 piece. Picture This Plus Murmur, 18 by 27. And I am doing it with all the Dinky Dyes. You're not going to be able to see the colors very well, but this is kind of a peachy, sort of very light peach kind of color. And it goes well with all of these. And I do have, I think I'm missing only one pack of the beads, but I do have all the beads to go with it as well. So this was a planned start for this month. I may still start it in December. I don't know. I may actually wait. And I may pull out Fudgy Mint Mousse instead. But I was hoping to get this started for November, and it hasn't happened yet. So that was a planned start. So the unofficial ColorfulSAL started November 1st as well. Pardon me, I have to take some tea. I need to get a mug warmer for in here so my cups stay hot. The official Little House Needleworks ColorfulSAL. It's a Facebook group. This Stitch Along is not run by Little House Needleworks. It is a separate standalone Stitch Along Facebook group. They are doing the ColorfulSAL. I wanted to start this month, but I don't know if it's going to happen. I will be doing this on R&R Reproductions Iced Cappuccino. It's kind of like I don't know, looks like a very pale coffee with a lot of cream in it. And I will be doing this with most of the called for colors. I'm still waiting on some of the called for colors because you need like 6 skeins of black coffee. Still waiting on that. But most of the colors are here. I do have most of the colors on hand. One of the other ones that I'm thinking about starting, Little House Needleworks, One More Stitch. The reason why I'm thinking about starting this one as well is because the colors in here are the colors in Kringles. So, I don't know, I may just, you know, and this is a lot smaller than Kringles. Kringles is actually going to be quite large, but this was one of my planned starts. I haven't started it yet, but I think I'm going to keep this one out and maybe start it in the next few days for Christmas, for my December stitching. All right. Next we have for, I think it's Virtual Stitchers. I want to say it's Virtual Stitchers. They started the Miss Christmas Eve stitch along for Mirabilia's Miss Christmas Eve. I don't have Miss Christmas Eve in my stash, but the one I do have came from Cross Stitch and Needlework magazine. This is the January 2008 issue of Cross Stitch and Needlework magazine. It's this one here. I will be doing Victorian Christmas Eve. This was my plan for the Miss Christmas Eve sale. I'm going to do Victorian Christmas Eve. I have the fabric for it. It's just a piece of natural linen that I'm going to be doing it on, which is, I believe, the called for colors for this. So, yeah, I will be stitching on that, hopefully sometime in December, because I don't know if I'll get a start in the next 2 days, tonight or tomorrow. I'm hoping to, but I'd actually kind of like to get the one model stitch finished, or at least closer to being finished. So I don't have that kind of hanging over me all week, and I can work on whatever I want. So that is another planned start that I had for November that is going to be probably going into December. Then the Cunning Cross Stitch Facebook group has 2 stitch alongs coming up in January. The first one is the Magic Kingdom stitch along. The information package is out. There's no frame for this stitch along, so nothing is out yet. The first one, the first pattern, comes out January 1st for this. We have the floss, and we have the floss list, and we have the size and recommended fabric colors. But it's the Magic Kingdom sale. It's based on Magic Kingdom and the rides, I believe. Magical moments. Do. Fabric color. Please hold. So sorry about that. A little station break for a chat with my mom. So the Cunning Cross Stitch Facebook group in January is also doing, this is one I'm really excited for, the Animal Crossing Stitch Along, you guys. Those of you that play video games, you may or may not know about the Animal Crossing video game. Back in March, Nintendo released the Animal Crossing New Horizons video game for the Nintendo Switch. Hold on. So sorry about that, you guys. I had to take a little bit of time, a couple minutes, to just kind of compose myself. But as I was saying, the one I'm really looking forward to starting in January is the Animal Crossing sale. If you play any video games, you know that Nintendo Switch released Animal Crossing New Horizons back in March. And that game has been getting a lot of people through the pandemic, including myself. I got it the day it was released, and I started playing it because I really like the Animal Crossing thing. So Cunning Cross Stitch Facebook group, they have the Animal Crossing Stitch Along, and as you can see, the frame has been released. So they also have let everybody know that what square will be released when. So I was intending to start this as soon as the frame came out, but I didn't quite have my fabric picked out until like about a week and a half ago. So I am doing this on Picture This Plus, and I need to write this down. But this is going to be on Picture This Plus, or it's some random green and yellow. You're not going to be able to see the colors here, but yeah. It is a green, you can kind of see it there. It is a green and yellow mottled. So the darker part is the green. It's like a lime green, but it's gonna, I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to this. This was just a piece of random fabric that I had in my stash that I thought would go really well. So I'm hoping to get started on this sometime in December so I can at least get a head start on it for the stitch along in January when the first part is released. So I have the frame, I just need to get started on it. So that is a plan to start. And oh, well, that just kind of a towel in a handbasket. My little thing just broke, and my tassel just came off of my project bag. This was a project bag I got at the dollar spot, the Target dollar spot. So that is my stitch along for that. And then the Facebook group, Grim Grinning Ghost Sal, is a stitch along based on the Haunted Mansion ride at the Magic Kingdom and Disneyland. Please hold. So anyway, as I was saying, the Grim Grinning Ghost Stitch Along Facebook group is also getting started sometime soon. I believe the first part comes out December 5th. They're coming out with the frame December 5th. And then that way you can, I believe you can stitch the frame before the first pieces come out later in either December or January. But for the Grim Grinning Ghost Stitch Along, which is based on the Haunted Mansion rides in Walt Disney World and Disneyland, I am going to be doing this on this 28 count or 32 count Opal Lugana. This is from Be Stitch Me. So this is what I will be doing the Grim Grinning Ghost Sal on. And you can see the sparkle in the fabric. Hopefully this will be really nice for the stitch along for the Grim Grinning Ghost Sal. So that is another plan start that I have. I don't know if I will be starting it in December or actually just waiting until January. But this is one on my list. I don't have any printed off information for it, but you can find it by going to the Grim Grinning Ghosts Sal. And that is from the Haunted Mansion rides in the Magic Kingdom and Disneyland. So that kind of leads me to a couple of things going on in the Facebook groups. So I participated in WIPGO 2020 this year, or at least I attempted to, and wasn't super successful. I didn't get very many blocks blocked out or completed on my WIPGO board, but I am going to be creating my WIPGO board for WIPGO 2021 this year, where you fill in the bingo board with your projects and work on them throughout the year based on the number that's called on your board. You work on those two pieces for that month. She calls two numbers every month, unless you got the number 13, which is the free space. Then the month she calls 13, she will also call a third number, because there are 25 squares on the WIPGO board, but only 24 projects or whatever, or 24 chances to stitch on projects for the year, because 2 every month. So the month that she calls square 13 is the month that she pulls the third one to make up for the 25th square. Anyway, so I will be doing that. And School of Magical Stitches this next year is going to be a competition year. So it's going to be set up a lot like the Crystal Academy, where you're competing against the other people and competing on a team and getting team points and whatnot. I don't think I'm going to participate in School of Magical Stitches actively this next year, because I don't want to be on a team. I kind of want to ease myself into my stitching for 2021, and being in a competition group like Crystal Academy this year kind of has shown me that I'd really rather have a little more freedom and not have to feel like I've got to get that done. I've got to get that done. I've got to get that done first. I've got to get that done, and only that. And that's the only thing I can work on this week, because that's the only thing I have time for. I don't want to do that this year. I want to be able to kind of pick and choose. So for School of Magical Stitches, one of the things that they have us do is they have us create a WIP album, which is work in progress. They have us create a WIP album for planned starts, planned projects, and current projects. One of the things we also had to declare in School of Magical Stitches was our full coverage focus piece. So in preparation for School of Magical Stitches WIP album and full coverage focus piece, I created my list of WIPs, so I could post my list of WIPs and everything like that. So in the course of creating my list, it also helped me nail down the fact that I have 44 current projects started at varying degrees of completion or not that I have listed on here. There's some that I didn't put on here because I didn't want them to be focused for next year. But there are some on here that I haven't included because either A, I forgot about them, or B, I just didn't want to include them on my list. So this WIP list is not 100% inclusive, but I did do it. So my current WIPs, these are not full coverage pieces. These are my current regular size WIPs. You can see there's some Teresa Wentzler in here, Jess Nan, Mirabilia, Tiny Modernist, Frosted Pumpkin, Lavender and Lace, Cricket Collection, Dimensions Gold, Long Dog Sampler. Although Long Dog Sampler is huge, it's not necessarily a full coverage. But yeah. So, and I designated some of them that are in stitch alongs because that's why I got them started, was because they were for a stitch along. So this is my list of current WIPs. I have 23 regular WIPs. Hi, and welcome back. I know you guys probably didn't see the pause there, but I had to go do a couple of things really quick and grab my laptop charger because my laptop is about ready to run out of juice. Anyway, so I was talking about School of Magical Stitches and not really thinking that I'm going to participate in the challenges. I did put in my focus pieces and my WIP albums. So I do plan on participating some in School of Magical Stitches next year, but I kind of don't want to focus on competitive stitching challenges. I just kind of want to be able to pick and choose what I work on. So we've got like, Enchanted Stitching Challenges, the Enchanted Stitching Challenge Group, Mythological Stitchers, Myth and Magic Stitch Wars, stuff like that. There's some things that I'm probably just not going to be participating in, but I will be doing some Sane Stitchers, Virtual Stitchers, Full Coverage Fanatics, Cross Stitch Frog Busters, Cross Stitch Finish Line, some of those other ones like that, Friday Off the Grid, and some of those other ones, WIPGO and all that. So that being said, my plans for 2021 are starting to evolve, and I have some things. I also thought about possibly doing a rotation. I don't think I'm going to do Stitch Mania in May, like some of the other people do. I don't know if I'm going to take a month and do new starts, like New Start November or what. But I know 2021, on the 21st of every month, people are going to be doing new starts. I don't know if I'll be doing anything for my birthday in March. But yeah, my plans for 2021 are coming along, and that's about all I have for you right now. It's been a crazy week. I hope you guys all had a great Thanksgiving. Our Thanksgiving was pretty low key. We normally go over to our friend's house. We've been spending Thanksgiving with them for the last 20 some years. And this year with COVID and everything else going on, and the fact that she has some health concerns, and she's been dealing with some stuff herself, health-wise, we decided it would be best, under the circumstances with COVID and everything, that we didn't go visit them for Thanksgiving this year. So Mom, Dylan, and I stayed home, and we had a really good dinner together, and it was just kind of a low-key day. I had to work on Friday. My husband had Friday off for the first time in a long time, so he got to kind of hang out and sleep in and just kind of putter around the house while I finished up work. Work's been kind of a pain, and I kind of wish that there was a way that I didn't have to work, that I could just, kind of do my own thing throughout the day, and I'd be much, much happier. This is just a pair of glasses. These are an old pair of glasses that I found when I was cleaning and organizing some of the craft rooms. So these are going to be my craft room glasses. They're not the most recent prescription that I have, but they'll work for in here. So you'll see me in different glasses on occasion. So this is like my third pair of glasses. So I have 3 pairs of glasses that I kind of rotate through right now. Anyway, a little sidebar there. Sorry about that. But I don't have any diamond painting plans. I've kind of burnt out on stitching right now, but I need to get that model stitch finished. And there was a couple of starts that I'd really like to start. I don't know if I will or not tonight yet, but it's going on 9:30. I may actually do a start. I don't know. I think I'm just going to stitch on the model stitch though, just to kind of get that going. Don't really have many other plans. I kind of want to diamond paint some because I haven't diamond painted in a couple of weeks. And I'd really like to get my Heaven and Earth design that I'm converting into cross stitch. I'm doing the Faces of Fairy 135 by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. It's a Heaven and Earth design. I can pull that up really quick. I want to show you. I actually did stitch this one first. So this one is a finish. It's not fully finished yet, but I do have it finished as a stitched project, and I'm doing it as a diamond painting. So let me go in here really quick, and I can show you. Edit Legend, PDF. Okay. So this is the Jasmine Beckett Griffith. Faces of Fairy 135, Heaven and Earth designs that I'm doing as a diamond painting. I have stitched this already. I'm doing that as a diamond painting. I can show you that really quick because I do kind of have it up here. Sorta. Slide this over. All right. So this is it. It's just put on a poster board with some magnets from the Dollar Tree. But you can see where I've gotten so far on it. And you can see how it sparkles. But that is the corner. This is her hair. This is her hair. So that's where I've gotten on the diamond painting for that. I ordered a blank canvas and drill separately. This is before Michelle Sayetta of Heaven and Earth Designs, before she started selling blank canvases and canvases for diamond painting, because she is now marketing diamond painting for her designs. You can go to the Heaven and Earth Designs website. It's heavenandearthdesigns.com, all one word, and order diamond paintings and diamond painting kits and stuff from them. But I am doing that in a diamond painting, and I kind of want to get into that because it is a winter theme. She's got snowflakes, so it is a winter theme. So I'm hoping to work on that sometime in December. We're expecting our first snowfall starting tomorrow night into Wednesday. So they're kind of expecting 3 to 5 inches here in Columbus. So that'll be interesting. It's going to be cold. It's the first cold snap that we've had all season. So anyway, that's all I've got for you. So coming up in December, I'll probably have some more progress on different things for you. I don't know that I'll be able to show you the model that I'm stitching because I don't know when it'll get released or when it'll even be finished, but hopefully it's really cute. I'm really enjoying it. And it's very apropos for everything going on. Non-pandemic wise, happens to be in the US, but it's very apropos for everything going on. And I'm just really excited that I was chosen to stitch it. So that'll be fun. When I finally get to show you and let you know that it's been released, so that'll be great. You'll have that coming up probably in early 2021, I'm guessing. That's really all I've got for you. So in December, you'll probably see some progress on stitching. I might have a diamond painting video. It's been a little while since I've done one. I might do a diamond paint with me. I might do a stitch with me. I might have more in my craft room, hopefully during the day, so you can kind of see it during the daylight. It gets dark here between 5 and 6 p.m. Eastern now, and it's really kind of annoying because I get up in the morning and it's dark, and I go downstairs in the basement. I work in the basement because we're working from home right now, and it's dark when I come up in the morning, and I go back downstairs to work, and it's dark when I come up after work in the evening. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So anyway, so for December, you'll probably see some progress. hopefully some progress on several different projects, some new starts. I also hope I'm off the week of Christmas, so hopefully sometime during that week I can do a whip parade for you. I think you guys would like that, including my newer whips that I hope to start. But I could do a whip parade for you to show you all of my whips that I have going right now, and maybe enable you for Christmas shopping, personal Christmas shopping. So I'm hoping to do a whip parade, hopefully late December, and kind of get more into my plans as January rolls around and I have a chance to sit down with my new planners and plan out my year. So be looking forward to that. And that's about all I have for you. Not much else is going on. We're just expecting our first snowfall again. I know I mentioned this a couple times, but it's getting cold, you guys, and everything's going on. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you guys are wearing your masks. It's no joke. Ohio is back under a 10 p.m. curfew, and they're encouraging everybody to stay home. In Franklin County is purple. Franklin County is where Columbus is. Columbus basically takes up all of Franklin County, and Franklin County is purple. We were the first county to go purple 2 weeks ago. And it's not looking good for us. It's scary out there. Wear your masks. That's the least you can do, just wear your masks. I know I've harped on this before. I'm going to continue to harp on it. Wear your masks. Stay 6 feet away from everybody. Don't invite people other than your immediate family into your home. Don't go to events. Just don't do it. Your health isn't worth it. Your life isn't worth it. Your family's lives aren't worth it. Don't do it. Anyway, enough on my soapbox. I'm not sure when my next video will be. Hopefully, it'll be before Christmas week. And hopefully I'll have some more updates for you. I may try and do this weekly. I don't know. But we shall see. Part of it depends on work and how I feel and how work is dragging me down, because work has been dragging me down. And it all just really depends. Anyway, so that's all I have for you this week. Keep on keeping on, because that's all we can do. And be nice to each other and have fun. Have as much fun as you can, but stay safe while you do it. All right. Well, see you soon, you guys. Take care. Bye.